Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to senior night for the boys volleyball team for the class of 2025. Before we introduce any of the players, we would like to introduce the VIPs who are on the floor with us today. Dr. Brian O'Black, Superintendent of the Shaler Area School District. Mr. Brian Brown, Deputy Superintendent. Joanne Townsend, Principal. Clint Rauscher, Athletic Director. Paul Stadelman, Head Boys Volleyball Coach. Blake Schaub, Assistant Coach. John Ramsey, Assistant Coach. And Brandon Miller, Assistant Coach. At this time, we would like to welcome and introduce the seniors for the visiting Pine Richland Rams. Number 28, Sean Burke. Number 24, Luke Jancy. Number 5, Junior Cray. Number 21, Noah Narciso. Number 2, Matteo Rotelli. Number 9, Sebastian Serrano. Number 3, Cole Salippo. Number 8, Nate Spontak. Number 11, Mike Tunder. And number 20, JJ Weirley. And now the seniors for the boys volleyball team at Shaler Area High School. Defensive specialist, number 18, Nolan Chu. Escorted by Natalie Chu. Nolan's favorite team memory was when we won the dairy tournament and got ice cream after. His funniest memory about his time with the Shaler Area Boys Volleyball program is getting ice cream after tournaments. As a member of the volleyball program, he is proudest of how much better this program has gotten. His future plans are to attend the University of Pittsburgh and study pre-med. And his advice to the underclassmen is to keep your head up and keep going, even when times are rough. Nolan Chu. Number 27, outside hitter, Jacob Chrisman. Jacob is escorted by Tom and Tricia Chrisman. His favorite team memory is the celebration after the state championship win. His funniest memory about his time with boys volleyball is the long bus rides to tournaments. As a member of the program, he is proudest of the progress and improvement he's made since when he started his sophomore year. His future plans are to attend Penn State and study finance and accounting. And his advice to underclassmen, buy into the culture of the volleyball team, even if some things may seem unimportant. It all adds up to what makes Shaler great. Jacob Chrisman. Number 14, outside hitter, Nathan Myers. Nathan is escorted by Chris and Carolyn Myers. His favorite team memory was when they got their revenge against Parkland in the state championship. His funniest memory about his time with the boys volleyball program is when we had the libero hitting contest at practice. And the thing he is proudest of as a member of the boys volleyball program is the culture we've created over these many years, and that it gets to be carried on year after year. Nathan's future plan is to attend CCAC and study animal science, and his advice to underclassmen is to never stop working and pushing each other to be better. Nathan Myers. Number 23, setter Aiden Smith. Aiden is escorted by Kelly Smith, Bernie Jurassic, and Ryder Jurassic. His favorite team memory is winning the state championship. His funniest memory about his time with Shaler area boys volleyball is when Hoffman tried to go cross court and cracked Stadelman in the head on the other court. As a member of the boys volleyball program, he is proudest of the culture. No other team has a culture like the volleyball team, and he thinks that's what makes us special and stand out. His future plans are to pursue a full-time career in the automotive industry, and his advice to upperclassmen is to put in the work and effort, and you'll see results and progress. Work hard in the off-season and don't let other people hold you down. Aiden Smith. Number 17, defensive specialist, Justin Trong. Justin is escorted by Dong and Tuyet Trong, and his brothers, Donnie, Tyson, Tommy, and Michael, and his nephew, Adrian. Justin's favorite team memory is winning the Central York tournament. His funniest memory about his time with the volleyball program is Adam Hoffman sniping Coach Stadelman with a volleyball when hitting a right side ball on the other court. As a member of the boys volleyball program, Justin is proudest of being able to have won a WPIAL championship twice and a state championship. His future plans are to attend the University of Pittsburgh and study biology. And Justin's advice to underclassmen, trust God and his plan for you. Justin Strong. Number 10, middle blocker, Dylan Wong. Dylan is escorted by Thomas Wong and Annie Demas and his sister Michaelin Wong. His favorite team memory was last year winning the Meadville tournament. His funniest memory about his time with the Shaler area boys volleyball program is against Butler when his shoe came off during the play and he played without a shoe for the rest of the points. As a member of the boys volleyball program, he is proudest to be able to be a part of a team that works hard along with the culture that surrounds it. His future plan is to attend CCAC and then University of Pittsburgh to study nursing. And Dylan's advice to underclassmen is to always put full effort and intent toward your goals before your chance to achieve them passes. Dylan Wong. This is the volleyball senior class for the year 2025. Please give them all one more round of applause.
Good evening and welcome to Shaler Area High School here in Gym A, where the Shaler Area Titans boys volleyball team will host the Pine Richland Rams for Senior Night 2025. Hi everybody, I'm Mark Povich alongside Robert Mayer, here to give you coverage of tonight's non-section matchup. So before we get into too many details, Robert, can you give us a little bit about some detail about the Pine Richland Rams, which the Titans will be facing off against today?
Yeah, they're Section 3A, like you said. It's a non-section game. They're in third place right now in their section at 4-4. 9-4 overall. They're on a 2-game winning streak. They're trying to spoil Shaler's senior night and improve it to 3.
Yeah, especially since the Titans are sitting at a 12-1 record right now. They're trying to spoil that to 12-2, as this is the Titans' last game regular season. So going into playoffs, they want to have them already at a disadvantage by having a loss. But Shaler, we had 12 seniors that graduated last year. All were basically starters or rotators from varsity. So the varsity team that we currently have did not get a lot of chance or a lot of experience at varsity level. So to have come out with a 12-1 record in the regular season was very impressive. Almost as impressive as like having a 13-0 record the entire time. But so just having the 12 seniors last year was just such a big thing. But all of the current varsity players have a lot of time with club and have gained a lot of experience, which they have used in varsity so far. But that really wraps up us for the pregame. We're gonna now send it to the starting lineups.
Once again, good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Shaler Area High School as the boys volleyball team prepares to play the Pine Richland Rams. First, the starting lineup for the Rams. Senior number 2, Matteo Rotelli. Senior number 5, Junior Gray. Senior number 11, Mike Tunder. Junior number 12, Ben Ward. Senior number 24, Luke Jansen. Junior number 25, Bodie Keurig. And junior number 33, Doolin Stower. Head coach for the Rams is Tyler Trimbeth, assisted by Abby Wetzel, Olivia Todorowski, and Mackenzie Volker. Sophomore, number 11, middle blocker, Brandon Aye. Junior, number 4, outside hitter, Adam Hoffman. Senior, number 10, middle blocker, Dylan Wong. Senior, number 17, defensive specialist, Justin Strong. Senior, number 23, center, Hayden Smith. Senior, number 14, outside hitter, Nathan Myers. Senior, number 27, outside hitter, Jacob Christman. And senior, number 18, defensive specialist, Nolan Chu. Head coach for the Titans is Paul Stillman, assisted by Blake Shaw, John Ramsey, and Brandon Miller. The referees for tonight's match will be Ellie Proxel and Greg Locke.
Well, after just meeting the starting lineups for both teams, we are getting ready for the first serve of the game. But a little recap from the pregame we had is the Titans are on, I believe, a 12-game winning streak, but their only loss being the first game of the season against NA.
Yeah, and that was at NA. First game of the season. It's understandable how they lost. So, you know, hot streak, but we're about to get to the starting serve.
And it was a non-section game, too, that they lost, so they've been perfect in the section. They're 8-0. with a 12-1 overall, looking to come out of here with a 13-1 going into playoffs. And that is the main goal here for the Titans, is to have that motivation going into playoffs.
Momentum. Yeah, momentum's
is
huge
really
in
what you
playoffs.
need in the playoffs, especially the first round. And as they are the two-time reigning champs in the WPIAL and state championships. So after the first serve, we are underway. Set there from Smith. Hit there by Hoffman. Good dig from the Rams, but it goes out of bounds as he bumps it over the net. Titans get the first point of the game. First serve for the Titans will be Dylan Wong. Senior for this team, as he floats it over the net. Good dig there from the Rams. Missed block there from the Titans. Gets it over, Crispin bumps it over. Good spike there and kill from number 25, Kurt.
Yeah, that's a big point there. Early point for the Rams.
There's a great kill there too. Able to get the ball back for their second serve of the game. Titans getting a little rowdy. Jump serve here, but it goes out of bounds. He put a little too much on that one. That was from Rotelli.
So an early quick start here in the last 3 points.
But we just see a substitution there for the Titans. Adam Hoffman comes out for Nolan Chu, who's a senior for this team, and gets to serve. Puts a floater over. It is dug by the Rams. Spike over the and libero Tron could not get his hand underneath that one.
And if I'm Pine Richland, you know, you're on the road, it's senior night, as there's a sub coming in, number 45, Thomas Bainbridge. And if I'm the Rams, you got to start fast. That's the main part if you want to get any chance. Because the games I've called in other sports this year, that's been the main factor, starting fast against the Titans.
Exactly. The Titans able to get the ball over there. Rams first hit went out of bounds, and we're able to get off that one. But Myers now. The serve for the Titans, floats it over the net. It is dug by the Rams. Nice set, quick spike there from the Rams. It is blocked. Good set there from Smith, and a huge kill there from RE.
Big play by Brandon Ari there to get the point for the Titans. Huge.
Yeah, this Titan team being fresh to the varsity field, as they haven't had a lot of experience the last couple of years. Very impressive start for them.
Yeah.
Especially going against a big 3A team.
That's great
like the Rams are.
That's great coaching by Coach Stadelman for the Titans.
Yeah, Stadelman has been a very good coach, as he resigned from the girls team a couple years ago. He used to be the head coach of both, but now he's really focusing on the boys and has dialed them in to almost perfection. Yeah,
they've been a powerhouse in the last few years, and they're just beginning. I think they're going to be very good, and this the underclassmen on this team as well, I think, will continue the eliteness that this Titans program has been in the recent history.
Exactly, but a huge kill there from Crispin as he hit Painton on the line. Line judge calls it in, and Titans get the point for a now 6-2 lead over the Rams. Myers, I believe, is at 4 serves now. Making it his 5th with a floater. Dug up by the Rams. Good set, good hit, and it goes out of bounds.
What a start for Shaler here in this game. Great serves by Myers, really starting this game hot. And if they can keep this up, I don't think it will be close here in the first set.
Exactly that. Another missed dig by Jancy. He's had 2 now in this first set that have put him out of bounds and hit it almost by the referee table. Myers now with another serve, floats it into the net. So 8-3 now.
2 subs coming in for the Rams. Number 8, Spontak, and number 22, Carl Fungali.
Excuse you for butchering that name. Yeah, but he hits the serve, floats it over, dug up by Trong. Smith serve, Crispin kill, and he gets it.
Another big hit there by the Titans.
Yeah, it was a perfect set. It was dug by Trong. set by Smith, and a huge kill there by Chrisman. Trong now floats it over the net, into the net. The same thing Myers did not too long ago. Titans with an early lead though, 9-4, as the Rams get the ball back. Jancy with the serve. They'll float it up. Dug by Chrisman. Spiked by Myers. It'll go back over to the Titan territory. Smith will try a reverse set there, but Rams will return it. Smith again. Chrisman with the spike, but it is stuffed.
Big play there by the Rams.
Stober gets the stuff. He is huge standing in front of that net for the Rams. Definitely seems like a good athlete. Jancy with the serve again. Dug by Chrisman, set by Smith. Chrisman again. And it is called in bounds. Huge kill there by Chrisman. He's had now 3, I'm counting. 3 huge kills.
Talking about height for the Rams, Stober, I feel like for volleyball, height is really crucial, and it really gives you an advantage.
Yeah, if you see any of those professional teams, they're all above like 6'4", 6'5", 6'7". Smith with the serve, tapped over by Hoffman, but it's dug up by the Rams. Another set there quick set there by the Rams. Titans get the block, but it goes out of bounds.
Telly there with the point there for the Rams.
That was good effort by the Titans, but it just hit out the outside hitter. I believe that was either Smith or Chrisman, and it just went out of bounds. Talking about height here, Stober with the jump serve, and it goes out of bounds. The Rams are 0 for 2 with their jump serve so far this evening.
Shaler up 11-6 here early in the first set.
A good 5-point lead. Chrisman now to serve. Gonna float it. What does it look like? It was on the track to get out of bounds there, but it was dug by the Rams. They bump it over. Set by Trong, again by Smith. And the almost kill.
They're gonna call it out.
Myers, but it will be called out of bounds, and the Rams will get the point.
And it's been pretty close here to start in the first set.
Yeah, the Titans had a pretty good lead at one point. The Rams have closed it so far to now 4.
Rams are hanging in there.
They get the point now, and Cray is up to serve for the Rams. He floats it over. Myers with the tip over, and it is beautifully dug.
Great save there by
the Rams. Smith now with the set to Myers again for a second try, and it is stuffed.
And Pine Richland is on fire here as of late.
Yeah, they were down, I believe it was 8-2 at one point, and they brought it back up to 11-8. Closed it down only 3 points. But now Cray for a second serve. Floats this one over, and it goes out of bounds. Chrisman, great eye there. Let that one go.
A little too much under the ball there.
I believe that's 3 now for the Rams that they've put out of bounds on the serves. 2 jump, 1 float. Now up for a senior, the number 10, Dylan Wong for the Titans to serve. Floats it over, dug by the libero for Rams. Huge spike blocked by Shaler. Another spike and kill there by Rotelli.
That was a good block by Shaler, just not there in time to keep the ball alive.
Yeah, and the Rams were able to keep the ball up there and get a huge kill, which now closed it still to 3 points. Excuse me. Hits the net. His jump serve. Hoffman tries to go with the spike. Smith with a diving effort could not keep the ball up for RE to get it up over the net. The Rams now a 2-point game.
Ari, he was trying to hit it up a little bit, just got it underneath the net.
Yeah, good effort though by both him and Smith. Rotelli now for the serve again. Dug by Myers. Smith with a good effort to try and get it back, but Hoffman will have to just hit it back in the middle as it wouldn't have gone in between the sticks.
So now a 1-point game here with the Titans up 1.
Titans got to refocus and lock in here. Rotelli again. The jump serve gets it in bounds. Dug by Trong. Set by Smith. Spike by Ari. Huge spike there and kill from Tunder.
We are tied 12-12 now.
As you just said, a tie ball game here.
And all the momentum right now in the Rams' favor.
The Titans got to really change something here to get their momentum back in their favor. Still a lot of volleyball to have to be played, though. Bertelli hits it. Line judge calls it out of bounds.
Wait.
But the ref overrules him.
No, they're going to change the call. Timeout, Shaler.
Yeah, that's exactly, as you said in the pregame, good coaching here. That's exactly what you needed to do. As the Rams had a huge swing of momentum there, you got to calm your team down, get their head back in the game, and figure out what you got to do to change.
To learn more, call 1-855-93-SPORTS.
So just talk about these last couple plays here at the Titans or the Rams. As what did the Rams just do to change the momentum from being down to 6 to now being up by 1?
Fast, great, keeping the ball alive, making great serves, putting the Titans in uncomfortable situations has been key for the Rams to get back in this game, and that's why they're leading right now.
Yeah, exactly. Titans had a couple small mistakes, though, like bad bumps. They were going out of bounds, and the Rams had the same thing to start the game, but they fixed it, and now they're up by 1. So the Titans need to change something. Hopefully that good pep talk there from Stadelman gets them back in the right mind, and they're able to come back. But Bertelli's back up to serve for the Rams. The jump serve, hits it inbounds, dug by Trong. Up by Smith, Hoffman with the spike.
Great save by the Rams, and they'll keep it alive.
Beautiful play there by the Rams. Good set there from Smith, and it goes out of bounds.
Oh, just a little out.
But it was overruled, it looks like. Tipped off a Ram is what the ref called.
That's going to be Shaler point.
And it will be Shaler point. The ref is explaining to, I believe that is Kirk, that it tipped off his finger.
Two almost back-to-back change calls by the refs. Just one ref says something and the other.
Yeah, we have a ref up on the podium and then off the floor, and then 2 line judges. The line judge was overruled in the first call before the timeout, and then the ref overruled them again with the tip. The serve there from Chu. The Titans get the ball back. Set by Smith. Tip over by Myers.
It's a nice
huge dig
touch
there. That was an amazing dig there by Jancy, able to get his fist underneath it, up back in the air.
And the Titans now have the lead.
But they just weren't able to get it over the net. Yeah, the Titans back up with the lead, 14-13. As Chu gets his second serve of senior night. Excuse me, third now, but second of this rotation. Floats over the net.
Big block there by Ari.
Got his hands up there. Looks like Kirk actually hit it more into the net, but Ari was just there for backup and would have stuffed him. Chu now, the third serve, floats it, and it goes out of bounds. A little too much there. He's going to be subbed out for that one.
No, but he had a few good serves there here to start.
New to the team, first year as a senior. It's got to be hard. Good to see him out here on the court, though, getting a couple serves in. Kirk up, floats it over. Myers up with the spike.
Amazing block.
Another one for Myers. He throws it over the net, and it hits off of one of the Rams' middle blockers, and it goes out of bounds, giving the Titans a point.
I think that might have been number 11, Tunder, there that it went off of.
Yeah, I couldn't get my eye on that one. I was just focused on Myers with his throw over. Myers now with the serve, hits the net.
Block.
Good block there by Chrisman. Good set, huge block, stuffed by Smith and R.E.
Back-to-back blocks for the Titans. And now, from them being down, now up 3, and Pine Richland will have to call the timeout.
Yeah, exactly what we just said there. Stadelman's pep talk worked, got them back in the right mindset, got them back in getting 4 points in a row. Now that caused the Rams to now be in a bad situation. That had forced them to have to call a timeout.
Yeah, that's great coaching there by Coach Stadelman. Being able to give his team that talk and them fighting here in the first set.
Yeah, especially that tip there got them a little flustered as the ref overruled that call, and that helped the Titans tremendously as now they're up by like 3 points.
And how we said in the beginning that the Titans have not lost since the first game of the season. So that's a lot for the Titans, wanting to end the season on a huge win streak heading into the playoffs. It's not crucial that they lose because they've already won the section, but there's still a lot riding on their shoulders.
Yeah, definitely. The Titans really need this for momentum going into playoffs. And they definitely have it in them. Myers with the float serve. Dug by the Rams. Spike up. Trong hits off of, he digs it, but it hits off of Myers' head.
Myers, he's been a really good server today, as there will be subs coming in for the Rams. It will be Spontic and Fonglian.
Yeah, I believe we saw that rotation earlier too at the beginning of the game. Fonglini with the serve. Dug by Chrisman. Smith hits it up again. Myers is there to get it over.
Pine Richland keeps it alive.
Looks like it'll be a lift, or a double hit, excuse me, there from the Rams. I believe that was on Rontelli.
Big possession there.
In the Titans' favor though. So they're up by 3 now. Trong with the huge high arcing float serve. Should it be tipped over? Looked like he wanted it up there. There was a missed call there. Stober wanted it a little bit higher.
Bainbridge wasn't able to get over there quick enough to keep it alive.
But again, works in the Titans' favor as Trong hits another high floater. Bad dig there, but a good diving effort. Trong with the set again by Smith. Chrisman with the hit and the kill.
Big play there by Shaler, as now they've made their lead 5.
Yeah, Chrisman, I've been saying his name a lot on the outside. He's been having back-to-back kills here. He's had about 4 now, I believe, on tonight's game. Great outside hitter. Pair him with Smith, and you got a deadly duo. Good hit there and dig from Trong. Myers now with a huge hit from the back row. Couple good back-to-back things here. But I believe it was Myers that tipped it over.
Yeah.
And got the final point there. That was a good rally from both teams going back to back.
Yeah, both teams have done a really good job today keeping the ball alive and getting points off of that, keeping the ball alive. So
yeah, almost after that, as we just jinxed ourselves almost with one going to the net, we've almost had a rally go back and forth at least twice, almost every single point. It's been a very exciting game here.
As Shaler has one of its largest leads of the day.
Yeah, 7-point lead so far for the Titans, looking to get 3 more to close out the first set. Smith serve, hit by Chrisman, and another kill for him. Mark that be 5 on the night.
Huge spike there, and 2 points away from winning the first set.
Chrisman has been an absolute weapon on the outside hitter here so far.
Yeah, that length there by him really helps.
Yeah, he's able to get his arm over that ball completely. As one is taken to the face.
Bainbridge just took that one straight in the face. He's all right. He tells Stadelman
little shaken up there, but a great effort there. You don't have a lot of time to react in that situation.
Yeah.
And to get your arms up that high, you really just got to take it. Luckily, the volleyballers aren't too hard. Smith with a set. Another Myers hit. Hits it right in the middle of no man's land. And a miscommunication from the Rams. Rotelli
and Ward there not being able to communicate. So.
As the Titans are 1 point away from their first set win. They're leading 24-16 as Smith is up to serve.
Best of 5 here on Varsity.
Good dig there. Set and spike there from the Rams, and they get the kill. That was Ward. He wanted his revenge from that little miscommunication that just happened on the last point.
So still a 7-point game here.
Yeah, Ward will now be up to serve then.
Titans 1 point away from the set win.
Looking to get that last point so they get a little breather here going into the second set. Nice little floater dug by Trong, set by Smith. And Hoffman with the kill to close out the first set.
Huge first set by the Titans.
So after the first set, the Titans are up 25-17 over the Pine Richland Rams. As we were just getting ready to start the second set, Robert, give us a little bit of a breakdown of what happened in that first set.
Yeah, Shaler, they came out fast, and then Pine Richland they countered that to tie up the game, but then Shaler pulled away late in that first set. to end it off of a big spike.
Yeah, we saw a little back and forth there. I think the Titans had like about a 6 or 7 point lead. Rams came back, went up by 1. Stidham called a timeout for the Titans, got them back in the game. The Titans just came back and were dominant since then.
Yeah, that was the biggest timeout he probably could have called in that first set.
Whatever he said in that timeout really got his team right back exactly where they need to be. Wong now to start the second set. Good spike there. Good eye there by Crispin and Wong to let that one go. And you get the first point of the second set.
So back-to-back sets, the Titans get the first point.
I believe out of their 13 games they've played, 1 game has gone into more than 3 sets.
And that's really impressive with pretty much a whole new team. They were on the team,
Exactly.
but they didn't get varsity time until this year.
Yeah, so I believe the first game of the season they lost 3 sets. That was the only time they lost.
And that was
somewhere in the middle of the season they went to 4 sets and ended up winning. But other than that, it's been 3-set wins for the Titans. And they're looking to repeat that tonight. Huge spike there. Smith wasn't able to get underneath it. Crispin with a running effort.
And Pine Richland's going to get their first points of the set.
I didn't catch the kill on that one, but I'm guessing it was Rotelli if he's now up to serve. Rotelli going to try a jump serve. He gets it over. Beautiful dug by Crispin.
Off of a shoulder.
Off of Hoffman's shoulder. Myers now will bump it over. Rotelli. Up. It'll be tipped over, and Smith tries his best to get a hand under, but it'll be a nice tip by Kirk.
Yeah, that was very soft. You know, they were trying to go up like he was going to spike it, then just...
Yeah, sometimes you need to throw him off. You have a couple spikes, go back and forth, and then sometimes you throw him off with just that little tip over. Another huge jump serve there from Rotelli. Smith, I'm not sure of what that call was.
It'll be Pine point, I think they call it.
I was either maybe a lift there. I'm not sure
Rotelli serving.
exactly of the call. Another third jump serve in the row, and it'll be out of bounds.
There's been a lot of those jump serves that have gone out for the Rams.
Yeah, I believe that's 3 now. They've had 2 successful or 3 successful, but they've also had 3 out of bounds. Another substitution here for the Titans.
Number 12, Trevor Plans. He's a freshman.
I believe he had an older brother who was just on the team last year that graduated, Peyton Plans. Good set there from Smith.
Then his other older brother, he ended up playing at Merrimack for a year or 2, and then transferred. Not sure where he went.
Not sure what the call was there either. It just happened there. Smith looked like he was a little confused.
But playing as a freshman on varsity is very impressive.
Yeah, exactly. The Titans, another good eye there by Crispin to get tied back to another tie game here. The Titans were down for the second time, but now get it tied up again.
This is a big set for the Rams. They gotta win this set because they don't want to lose 3-0.
The Titans have been good at that so far this season, winning 3-0. The Titans now up with another one. They let it go out of bounds. Be now 5-4.
And it will be out of bounds, Titans point. So the Titans won that first set 25-17. So now 6-5.
Rams now up to serve. It'll be Fungoli up to serve again.
But both sets have been pretty close up to this point.
Yeah, both started about the same way. A little bit closer so far, second set. Good spike there. It'll just get tipped out. It was going out of bounds, but it was tipped by a Ram.
And we have another sub coming in for the Titans.
I believe that was Hoffman that was just in there. Got that kill. Trong now will float it over. Rams will set it up. Smith was just over there, got his hands up in time, and gets the block. Titans point.
Titans up to a early 3-point lead.
Trong now sails one over the net. Set it up. And Titans point once again.
I think he went
I believe
over
it
the
was,
line.
yeah, I believe his foot went over the line there, giving Titans another easy point.
Shaler's definitely been better at serving here today over the Rams. Shaler hasn't had as many balls go out.
Huge stuff there by Crispin, though.
Huge block. And now that's a 5-point Titans lead.
Yeah, Crispin has just been an absolute unit so far with his stuffing and his kills. Trong and Myers have been dominant in the serving game today, as you just said. As we see a huge dig there from Trong, set by Smith, and another kill by Crispin. I believe that's 6 now in the night. And that forces the Rams to call another timeout.
The Titans have all the momentum here in the second set.
Yeah, this is exactly the situation you want to be in if you're the Titans. And if you're in Coach Stadelman's shoes right now, you are telling your team to stay in the exact state of mind you're in right now, to calm down. You have a 6-point lead. You don't need to do anything fancy. You just need to keep getting the ball over the net.
Mm-hmm. And the Shaler student section was loving when they called that timeout.
Yeah, as they should, because that is just showing that the Shaler has dominance and forcing the Rams to have to call a timeout and have to get back in the right state of mind, as the Titans had to do earlier on.
Mm-hmm. And Titans coming back out.
And it had worked. So the Titans take the court, followed now by the Rams. Trong is getting ready to set to keep the serving momentum up. He's been a good floater of the night. Haven't seen a lot of jump serves here from the Titans. He'll float it over again. Set it up. Huge spike there, as we saw Stober earlier in the game.
Almost hits Myers in the face there.
I believe that hit him in the chest. He ate that one, though. 2 Titans have now ate the ball today. Jancy getting ready to serve here for the Rams. Close it now to a 5-point lead here for the Titans. Crispin with another kill. That's 6 on the night.
Huge.
Crispin is just an absolute dog for this team.
Crispin, senior night, he's having a great one.
Yeah, you couldn't ask for a better night now
Sub
if you're
coming
Crispin.
in, plans out for Hoffman. As Hoffman enters back in.
Now Smith up to serve here for the Titans.
Smith, he's been really good down low.
Yeah,
the
he's been good hitting those blocks. He had a couple good serves, as he just had a good floater there. Good stuff.
Good
and
job
just
by the Titans.
Absolute amazing setter here for the Titans. As Crispin gets stuffed by Stober.
But they're going to count it, I think, Titans point. I think
he might have hit the net, I believe. Stober's hand probably hit the net, giving Titans the point, as he didn't reach up high enough. Smith now with another floater. Huge hit by Stober, and it sails out of bounds. Not even close.
Stober, a little too much force on that one.
Yeah, he's got the height for the team, and he just hit his hand a little bit too high up on that ball, sailing it out of bounds.
Smith, he's had 2 good serves.
Good kill there by Rotelli to now close it to 7.
Pine Richland, they're not going away. They're fighting. They're having a really good fight, and they won't be put away easily.
Yeah, they've had a couple mistakes here, sailing a couple balls, easy balls that they should have in bounds, trying to put too much power on it instead of placement. Ward to serve, defensive specialist for the Rams. Another Crispin hit. It'll be Doug this time. Hit by Rotelli, and it'll be off of Wong, and it'll hit the floor.
A little bit of miscommunication there by the Titans.
Yeah, Titans, the ball kind of hitting no man land there. They really don't need that point to make them start in a downward spiral though. They're still up by 6. 14-8, Titans lead. Ward to serve. Floats it over, dug by Trong. Good diving effort there by Hoffman, but it doesn't go between the sticks, so it doesn't count.
Really good effort there.
Yeah, you can't have a better effort there by Hoffman. The Titans really need to start getting back into the routine. They're now leads only by 5. Ward to float.
Ward's probably been one of their best setters of the day.
Yeah, his serve has been deadly so far. but that was a huge killer by the Titans. I didn't catch it by chance. Was it Crispin again?
No, I think that was Hoffman there on the...
I was focused on the libero from Pine Richland as we were talking about him. That I missed the kill, but I saw a huge kill there from the Titans. Back brings their lead up to 6 now as Crispin floats one over. Bertelli, dug by Smith. Hit up again by Trong.
And one of the Pine Richland players touched the line. They went over the line.
But it's still Pine
pretty
Richland
sure.
point. I believe it was...
Maybe it was one of the Shalers.
Yeah, I believe it was Shaler that did that. He's had it mixed up there a little bit. Ram point now. The 5-point lead here from the Titans.
Miller on the serve.
He'll float it over. Crispin will dig it. Miscommunication there from the Titans.
Little
Wong
soft
still gets
touch.
it over. But they get the point anyways. Little miscommunication there, looked like from Smith and Wong, but Wong was able to recover and get the tip over. 16-10 Titans. Wong to serve. Hits an easy one over the net. Calls it in the middle there. Wong wasn't back far enough to get that one.
Good effort there, though.
He's had a couple good diving plays there. Strong will come back in for him.
Titans up 16-11.
Bertelli now to serve. Trying to gain, to close the lead a little bit there from the Titans. Jump serve, dug by Crispin. Hoffman with the hit. Huge hit by Hoffman, doesn't get back over. Jancy really tried to get that one back over there.
Sub comes in, Plans back in for Hoffman.
Yeah, a couple good rotations here.
And Plans will set it. Or serve it, my mistake.
Plans to serve. He'll just float it. Safe serve. Be a backwards set. Looked like one-handed. Miscommunication by the Titans. Crispin and Trong went for it.
And every time you think the Titans are going to pull away, the Rams strike right back.
Yeah, the Rams are trying to keep it at least a close game here, even if they aren't in the lead. It's only a 5-point game, though anything can happen. Floater by Kirk. Be a quick set there by Smith. He gets it down, but it is pancaked by the Rams.
Big block.
Blocked by
Pine able to
Myers.
keep it alive.
Couple back and forth here. Hit from Myers. Smith will set it to Hoffman. He'll be stuffed by Stober.
O'Brien not able to get under it enough, and some frustration by him.
4-point lead now for the Titans. Rams still up to serve. I believe that is Kirk up to serve for the Rams. Safe with a floater dug by Myers. Smith sets it to him though. Good dig there. Gets it just between the sticks there. Myers with the serve. Myers with the hit. A beautiful little tip over there from the Rams, but the Titans able to recover as Crispin sets it over. Couple good fake serves there. Dug by Trong.
Plans gets
Smith
under it.
just gets under it and hits it over. Huge
Oh!
dig.
What a block!
Couple huge dig there from Trong. And
Out
they
of
get the
bounds.
point. Huge play there by the Titans. Trong,
And the Titans bench is loving it.
and Trong never gave up 2 and 3 back-to-back digs. Smith
Huge.
never gave up running all around the court, getting those serves up.
What a huge play.
Or sets, excuse me, as Meyer serves.
It'll be Titans
I
point.
believe blocker hit the point, or it was a lift, I believe, then, on the set.
Myers will serve.
19-13. Myers needs 6 to close the set out. Good kill there by Jancy. We've heard his name a couple times. It's been about the equivalent of Crispin for the Titans. Well, I wouldn't say equivalent because Crispin's been absolute powerhouse tonight.
Yes.
But he's following. He looks. They have like they have almost the exact same build and have pretty similar stats for the night.
And Adams coming in for, I think, the first time for Pine Richland. Or not Adams, my mistake. Narcisco coming in for the first time.
Well, after that huge kill we just saw there from Hoffman, he subs out and Plans comes back in. Trong now.
Trong, one of our best servers of the day.
Be safe and just float it all the way back on the Shaler area on the floor. I believe the whistle was called before. I believe they hit the net.
So Titans up 7, 4 points away from closing out this second set.
A good 8-point lead here. Excuse me, 7. Plans tried to dig that one, got his hands a little bit discombobulated.
Couldn't get completely under it.
All good. Titans have a little bit of room for error here now, but that definitely does not mean they should let up in any way possible.
Yeah, the Rams need every point they can get here.
Jancy dug by Myers. Quick 1-2 from Smith and Wong. Rams return with a huge hit. Myers can't dig that one. Gives them another point.
Now it's a 5-point game.
Titans still have some leeway here. Need to get the serve back. Jancy to serve again. Jancy, excuse me. Good floater. Smith up. Kill by Crispin. Make that 7 on the night.
What a kill by Christmas, like you said.
Crispin and Jancy going back to back, but Crispin, I think, has about 3 or 4 more.
Yeah, he's been amazing today for Shaler, giving them a lot of points.
Yeah, and a lot of kills too. Smith, little slow floater there. And it goes out of bounds. Be a hit from there, Narcio.
Titans now 2 points away from closing out the second set.
Yeah, the Titans looking to make this a 1-2-3 kind of game.
Which we've seen a lot of this season.
Yeah, almost every single game. Smith now floats it over, dug by Ward. Huge set there. He got up way high by Rotelli. Crispin returns it. Ward with the set again to Rotelli.
Both teams
dug by Smith, and it just goes out of bounds with a huge diving effort there from Trong.
Trong, he is willing to put his body on the line to keep the ball alive.
And that's exactly what you need as a defensive specialist, or libero as we call it. Speaking of that, here's Ward with the serve. Be safe and float this one over. Smith, the bump set. Hoffman tries to get the kill and just goes out of bounds. Put a little bit too much on that one.
So the Rams staying alive here in the second set. Just down 5, 23-18.
We've been saying that a lot now. We've gone back and forth with points, keeping it about a 5-point game. Titans really just need these last 2 to close it out. Smith with a huge dig.
Good job by Trong.
Hoffman tips it over. Rams keep it alive. With a quick set over. Caught the Titans off guard, but they keep it alive. And Crispin gets stuffed by Kirk.
Crispin, he's doing a really good job. He tried to get that spike there, just not enough power.
Yeah, Kirk had him covered too on the other side of that net. Even before he went up there, he had him read like a book. Ward to serve. Smith now with the set. Hoffman. Kirk gets the block, but I believe he hits the net, or it was a lift on the Rams part. Titans get the point. 2 going back in. His senior night, he'll sub out for Crispin. And the Titans will be up 24-19 with a 5-point lead.
Chu trying to close it out.
Could he get an ace here for his senior night? He does not. He gets dug by Ward. Rotelli gets stuffed by Hoffman.
Good job by the Rams there.
Big it gets stuffed by Wong.
The Titans win back-to-back sets.
Wong and Myers on that one had the Rams covered and read them like a book to close out the second set.
1 more away from a Titans victory.
The Titans lead 25-19 after the second set. So far, the Titans have had a dominant start. Their first set, 25-17. Second set, 25-19. They're looking to close it out here in the third set. But Robert, give us another rundown of what happened we saw in that second set there.
Yeah, the Rams kept it alive for pretty long. They were making a comeback there, getting it as close as 23-19 late in that second set. They're going to probably try to come out here fast because this could be their last and final set. It's an early start for the Titans.
Bertelli tried to jump serve to start this third set and goes straight into the net.
I don't know if they've hit one yet on a jump serve.
They've had two, I believe. Trong playing it safe. Nice floater dug by the Rams. Tipped over, dug by Crispin. Keeps it alive for the Titans. The Rams hit it over. I believe that was Narcio. We got the kill there. Good placement.
And as we said earlier, final game of the regular season. Shaler does have one more tournament over the weekend, but it does not count to their record. So this is the last game that counts before the playoffs.
Yeah, it'll get them a little bit more preparation going into playoffs with that tournament, but nothing too serious that they have to worry about. Couple good plays there, back to back. Smith to Trong, back to Hoffman. Good hit there, but the ref will call it. I don't believe, not the biggest volleyball nerd out there, but so I didn't understand that call there. The Titans get the point. And now up 2-1. Titan serve. Huge hit by Shaler. Can't keep it alive though. Rams get the point. There's a giant hit there from Kirk. So he's going back to serve now. He's had some serious power behind his hand today. The float went over. Dug by Myers. Now a huge hit by Myers. He tipped over. But I didn't believe it went through the sticks, but I guess it did. Ram point. We've seen the same pattern for all three sets so far. The Titans take the lead, go down early, and then just pull away.
And I think it might be different this set because the Rams know if they can't win this set, the game's over.
So they're definitely got to come out here with an all or nothing mentality. Because I believe with a 4-4 record, and being third, I believe they still move into playoffs.
Yes, I think it's the top three seeds that move in.
So they still secured a spot, but are looking for a little bit better placement here, maybe with another win to their overall record.
As subs come in for the Rams, number 5 is Correa.
A bit of chirping there from the Titans student section. Yeah, Correa getting ready to serve here. He'll play it safe with a floater. Set by Smith. Little tap there from Marie. Crispin with a huge hit. A little miscommunication there from Cray and Sharon.
Yeah, they've already secured their spot into the playoffs with that 4-4 record because Butler, who's just below them, went 3-5 in their 8-game conference play.
Yeah, so the Rams don't have really too much to worry about with this game, nor do the Titans. But the Titans really need to keep that streak alive and momentum going into playoffs. As we saw a little miscommunication there from the Rams on the last play.
Big block. Titans point. So the Titans have a early 5-4 start to the third set and hopefully the final set here for the Titans.
Yeah, it's been going back and forth. The score pretty far so far today.
And even if you're the Rams, who if they do lose this game, but they keep this one close as well, you can't be completely mad about the loss as they've kept a really good Shaler team really close in all three sets.
Yeah, they definitely should not leave here with their heads down as they kept him within, I believe, 7 pointers. Like, I think maybe the first set, so 17. Was a little bit further. It was 8 points away. But to keep him, never have like a really blowout here for the Rams is pretty impressive. Even more impressive on the Titans end to be dominant with the first two sets so far. And now have the lead again in the third. Smith now floated over. Ward will have a huge hit. Another miscommunication there from the Rams.
It's off the hoop up in the top of the
Rotelli
building.
and Tunder will have a little miscommunication there. A little frustration there between the two.
So Aiden Smith on the serve for the Titans.
Yeah, Smith's been a powerhouse today for the Titans. Good read there by Ward to let that one go. Smith got a little too much on that.
And every time Shaler strikes, Pine Richland strikes back here in the third set.
Yeah, Titans out with a 7-6 lead. Rams serve. Ward to serve. Defensive specialist. Dug by Crispin.
And we're tied.
Spike there from Shaler though. Derry wasn't able to get that one over. He was stuffed by the Rams. Tie game now. Ward. Dug by Crispin. Up again by Smith. Huge hit by
Really
Myers.
a lot of power underneath that one, but Pine able to keep it alive.
Myers got a huge hit under that one. Hoffman now tests his luck.
Good job by Pine again.
Both teams keeping the ball alive here. Trong now to Smith. Smith with a long set to Myers. Another quick set there
And
from the
Pine.
Rams, and his hand will smack the net, giving
Pine.
the Titan.
Kirk hits it, hits the net.
Yeah, giving the Titans an easy point there. They looked like they almost had it, but if they just wouldn't have smacked the net with their hand, you gotta have net awareness there. Titans now with the lead. Crispin will float that one out. Titans need to get out of the weight room there a little bit with their serves. Tie game. A little substitution there for the Rams. Narciso will enter for Cray.
Rotelli on the serve for the Rams.
He's been a jump server for tonight. He puts that one in bounds.
So good job by Trong there.
Good hit there by Hoffman. Rotelli will get underneath it. Set there. Myers will test his luck. Hits the net. Kept it alive.
They'll give it to
That was
Pine.
4 hits though. Since no one touched it, it hit the net.
And Pine has, I think, their first or second lead of the third set.
Yeah, this is their second lead. I think they've had one lead in both of the first 2 sets, and then 2 the third. Now, Stig will
Good job
go.
by Trong.
Yeah, first dig will go over. The second one will go out of bounds by Trong. Now with the biggest lead the Rams have had today, with a 2-point lead, they're leading over the Titans 10-8.
Can they extend it to 3?
Rotelli now will test his luck again with the jump serve, and he'll go into the net. If I was in that situation with Rotelli, I would have played a soft. You have the lead. You got to play a soft floater there. Just
Sub
to keep
came
it.
in for the Titans. Derry out for Ari.
Ball's over. It'll be hit beautifully by Myers,
Myers, great job getting
and
over
Jancy
that
won't be able to get
ball.
underneath it.
That was a great job getting over the ball there. When he was trying to go up to hit it hard, soft, right down on it. Good block there by Ari.
Nice hit there by Kirk. Myers with his power once again, and it'll go to bounds. There's a little miscommunication there from Trong and him. Makes it go to bounds.
So this, I think, is some of the most Pine has kept it real close throughout this part of each set.
Yeah, they've
so
been
far.
dominant so far in this third set, keeping the lead. Small lead at that. Making it a little bit bigger now. 12-10 Rams.
Kirk there with the point.
Titans feel a little bit too comfortable here. They have
And
2.
the Titans might want to call a timeout soon if the Rams continue to score points like they have been.
Yeah, they can't pull ahead any more than they have. The Titans really need to respond here. A huge dig from Ward. They keep that one in. Huge play there from the Rams. Hoffman now. And he gets that one. As
That's
it
a
tips
huge
off
point.
Thunder's head.
It's a huge point for the Titans.
Goes out of bounds.
As
Crispin will be back to
Bainbridge
serve.
will come in for Hoffman.
Excuse me, Bainbridge will now serve. Titans close the lead to 12-11 now. Rams still ahead. Huge hit there from the lefty, it looked like. Smith with the no look.
That looked a little Mahomey there.
Yeah, Smith with the huge no-looker. One hand set over the net. Can't get any more finesse than that.
Pine Richland was not expecting that whatsoever.
Rotelli with the set. Huge hit there by Tunder. Myers to return it.
And
it is tipped in by the Rams, and Titans get the point.
Shaler has the lead back. Huge points there by the Titans as of late. And a momentum swing here in this game. And they're going to call something on the Rams, so a point for the Titans.
I missed that penalty again. Once again, I don't have the best knowledge of the fouls in volleyball, or the penalties that you can earn.
I don't know what they're called. I think they're fouls.
Titans now up though. Got their lead back. A little talk from Stadelman on the sideline. He talked to his players on the court. Got the lead by 2. Make that 3 now by Ari.
Huge block by Ari, and then Smith also is there.
Yeah, Smith and Ari have been absolute lockdown in that front right corner as outside middle blockers. Now we have a Titan serve. Going to the net, a little floater there.
A little too soft there by Bainbridge.
Bainbridge there. Try to play it safe with a floater and hit it just a little short. Titans still lead by 2.
So Kirk there on the serve for the Rams.
Smith sets it up for Myers. Huge duo there as that one goes sailing into the stands.
That went into like the 3rd row.
Yeah, that is some serious power you're dealing with there as a defensive specialist to try and dig Myers sets.
So the Titans now with a 3-point lead, 16-13.
Speaking of Myers, here he is on the serve. He'll float it. Just hit the net. And set it backwards. Miscommunication there from the Rams. Can't get it over the net by Rotelli there and Bogle. Little miscommunication. The Titans capitalize.
There will be a timeout for the Rams.
The Titans once again have them in the situation they needed to be, up by 4. These are similar scores we've seen all game, back and forth. A little bit more dominance here from the Rams, though.
Yeah.
As they were up, I believe, 3 times in this set. They had, I think, only a 2-point lead as the most they had over the Titans. Titans were able to come back and close it.
Yeah, that's been one of the biggest things for the Titans here in this 3rd set, being able to come back when adversity hits.
Yeah, and the Titans' offense has really been elite tonight. We've had Chrisman, we've had Smith, Ari, Trong even as offense from his serves, but you can't forget about Myers. Myers has had some absolute power behind the ball in making the defensive specialists on the Rams kind of crap their pants a little bit. With as we saw the last ball go flying into the stands, it's just impossible.
Yeah. We're talking about
pretty
Myers.
hard to
He served it.
return. As we see a huge block from Smith. He gets in solo stuff there.
Aiden Smith,
over Tunder.
senior.
He got both hands on that ball, and it went straight down into the ground. Exactly what you want to do as blocker. Myers again. Now the 5-point lead.
Every time the Rams have it close, the Titans just go on a run.
And now the Titans, huge play there by
Now they're up 6.
Trong and Chrisman. They had some good communication there, let the ball go out of bounds. Now up by 7. 6. Little floater there from Myers. Huge set, he'll dig it though. Chrisman.
Oh, nice play by Chrisman, and they'll get it over.
Good communication there from the Titans. Another huge set.
Oh, it's a block, and it'll go.
Ari will block it. Diving effort there from Smith, but he'll just miss it.
Sub comes in for the Rams. Cray.
It's now only a 5-point game once again. We've been saying 5-point games a lot in the second set. Now in the 3rd. Cray to serve. Floated over. Crispin dig. Ari will try to tip it over there. It'll go out of bounds.
Just a little too out.
His finesse there was a little bit too to the right, going out of bounds, but good eye by the Rams to let that one go.
So now a 4-point game.
Cray to serve again. Trong will run into Myers there. Crispin's there to recover, and another kill.
Huge play.
And what?
How many is that today?
I believe that's 8 now for Crispin for just solo kills.
An amazing senior night for him.
Yeah, you couldn't ask for better for him. And we've seen some really good digs defensively from him too. He's had a couple good bumps over the net, and he's even had a couple good sets when needed. Trong now, he'll float one over. Rams call it there. We heard some talking there as it went up, but it goes out of bounds.
Titans are now 4 points away from the victory and ending their regular season with a win.
Trong sends that one over. Huge hit there by Sober, but an even bigger block there from the Titans. Crispin,
again.
We've been talking about him all night.
He's just making play after play after play.
Wong now floats it over. The Rams will put it a little bit too close.
Nice play.
And the Titans.
By Derry there.
He read that one like a book. It was coming over the net. He jumped up, timed it right, and just sailed that one into the ground.
2 points away now.
Wong now. Dug by Ward. Good hit there, and it just gets in between Smith and the net. Rams point.
It'll be Rams serve coming up as well. Subs come in. Wong out for Ari, then Ari comes right back out.
7-point game. Rams serve. Smith will get underneath that one. Set it up for Crispin, who won't get a kill this time.
And it'll be another Rams point, so a 6-point game.
Net foul there.
Rams will serve.
Yeah, as you said, a 6-point game now. Trong will dig it. Crispin up for another kill.
And this will be a serve for potentially the match win.
I believe that was 8 now for him on the night. Smithy with the chance to close out senior night 2025. Will he do it with an ace?
The crowd is clapping, hoping he can do it.
He plays a soft one, dug by Ward. Back up to the air. Huge hit by Stober.
Good job by Myers to keep it alive.
Smithy will hit it backwards. He'll set it forward. Myers over the net to keep it alive. Smithy with a diving effort, and it'll be a Ram point. Great play and effort there from the Titans. Did not give up on that one. Smith with a huge diving effort. Couldn't get his hand on it.
Huge point by the Rams there with the game on the line.
Ward now to serve.
And that's the game.
Ward will float that one into the net. The Titans will win 25-18 over the Rams in the third set. So they won 25-17, 25-19, and then 25-18 with a total dominance win over the Rams.
And something we've seen in almost every single game from the Titans this year. They end the regular season, what is that, 13-1 now?
Yeah, I believe
heading into
so.
the playoffs. And with a team that really never played varsity ever, now being this good, it's almost like they've been playing varsity since they were freshmen.
Well, yeah, and if you are still listening to this broadcast at this time, don't go anywhere as we have a special interview, but we're going to wrap up the game a little bit with a little bit of a post-interview here, or post-game. So, as we saw, a total dominance win here from the Titans. They were great offensively, great defensively, but even they had a couple mistakes there from the Rams that they capitalized off. They got a little shaken up there in the first set, but Stadelman got them in the right set of mind, got them back on track.
Yeah, it was really a hard-fought battle from both sides. The Rams keeping it close in all 3 sets. Great job by the Titans, great job by the Rams. Heck of a win for Shaler.
Well, that's all we're going to have for you up in the booth. So now we're going to send it down to the court for a little courtside interview with the head coach, Coach Stadelman. Well, we are now down here courtside with the head coach of the boys volleyball team, Coach Stadelman. He had a huge dominant win tonight over the Rams. How did you really just get this team ready for varsity level, as they are not really inexperienced team, but they didn't have a lot of time, as you had 12 seniors that graduated last year?
I'll tell you what, I give all the credit to them tonight. They were excited, they brought energy, they wanted to play hard for each other. We talked a little bit about in practice the last match of the season. We wanted to come out and have a good showing. Pine Richland's a really good team. They're a playoff team in AAA, and I was just happy to see all of our guys really step up and perform tonight, do their jobs, play hard as a team. It was kind of exciting to watch. I was happy to see for a last match of the season.
Yeah, absolutely. That was a great win you guys had here tonight. But then how do you move forward, as this is your last regular season game, into playoffs?
I think it's just a matter of taking that win, taking what we did in that game, and it just builds confidence. It builds confidence going into playoffs, knowing that when we get in there that we're prepared. We have the guys with the skills and the reps, and you saw a lot of guys rotate in and out tonight. It shows that we have a little bit of depth too. We don't rely just on one guy. It is truly a team effort out there. So that's a great feeling, and it takes pressure off you when you're an athlete, because one guy doesn't have to carry the team all night. You have another guy that will step in, and they just do the job if you're kind of having a little bit of an off night. So it's great to see from a team perspective.
Yeah, definitely. But congratulations again on the win tonight. So that's all we're going to have for you down here on the court. For Robert Mayer, Mark Povich, and Coach Sittleman, this has been an SATV production.